Hey everyone, we all love a good invention, right? But what if I told you some of the most groundbreaking inventions weren't planned at all? They were pure, beautiful accidents. Get ready to dive into 10 amazing accidental inventions that change the world. Buckle up, because we're about to explore the happy accidents that shape the world we know and love. Let's go! Picture this. It's 1928 and Alexander Fleming returns from vacation. He finds mold in a petri dish. This mold was killing bacteria. It became penicillin, the first antibiotic. Talk about a vacation souvenir. In the 1940s, wartime innovation was at its peak. Percy Spencer, a radar specialist, worked with a magnetron. One day he felt a warm sensation in his pocket. His chocolate bar had melted. Spencer experimented with popcorn and it popped. Thus, the microwave oven was born from a melted candy bar. Sometimes the best inventions come from our biggest flops, like the Post-it note. In 1968, Dr. Spencer Silver at 3M created a weak adhesive by accident. Years later, Arthur Fry used it for bookmarks. And boom, the Post-it note was born. The world would be a much sadder place without potato chips. This crunchy delight was born from a customer complaint. In 1853, Chef George Crumb at a resort in Saratoga Springs, New York. A customer kept sending back his French fries, complaining they were too thick. Crumb, frustrated, sliced the potatoes paper thin, fried them and salted them. To his surprise, the customer loved them, and thus, the potato chip was born. Inspiration often strikes unexpectedly. For Georges de Mestral, it was a walk in the woods with his dog. He noticed burrs clinging to his dog's fur. Instead of brushing them off, he got curious. Under a microscope, he saw tiny hooks. This sparked an idea for a reusable fastener. Years later, Velcro was born. Who doesn't love a refreshing Coca-Cola? This iconic beverage wasn't always the soda fountain staple it is today. In 1886, John Pemberton, a pharmacist in Atlanta, was experimenting with coca leaves and cola nuts. He mixed his concoction with carbonated water, and voila, Coca-Cola was born. It didn't cure headaches, but it became one of the most recognizable brands in the world. Sometimes, the simplest toys are the most enduring, and the Slinky is a perfect example. This mesmerizing coil of metal has delighted kids and adults for decades, all thanks to a fortunate fumble. Naval engineer Richard James was developing springs to stabilize ship equipment. One day, he accidentally knocked a spring off his desk. Instead of falling, the spring walked down a stack of books. The Slinky was born, proving a playful accident can go a long way. Imagine a world without matches. No campfires, no fireplaces, no conveniently lighting birthday candles. In 1826, English chemist John Walker accidentally created the match. While experimenting with chemicals, he scraped a dried mixture and it ignited. The friction caused a chemical reaction, producing fire. Thus, the match was born, changing how we interact with fire forever. Few inventions have revolutionized medicine like X-rays. In 1895, German physicist Wilhelm Röntgen experimented with cathode rays. He noticed a faint glow when these rays hit a fluorescent screen. Intrigued, he placed objects between the rays and the screen. He discovered X-rays. It's hard to imagine a summer day without the sweet, cold treat of an ice cream cone. But this iconic pairing wasn't always a given. At the 1904 World's Fair, an ice cream vendor ran out of dishes. Desperate, he turned to a nearby waffle vendor for help. The waffle vendor rolled his waffles into cones, creating the perfect vessel. Sometimes the best discoveries happen when we least expect them. A curious mind and a bit of luck can lead to incredible breakthroughs. Who knows what world-changing accidents await? Maybe the next big thing is in your kitchen or garage. Which accidental invention surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories and fun facts.